Before Israel had kings, before temples were built, and before worship was structured, God raised a woman in the wilderness, a woman who carried rhythm, prophecy, and leadership through song. Her name is Miriam, and her story shows us that worship can lead nations out of bondage. The name Miriam means beloved, wished for child, and some scholars also link it to rebellion or strength rising against oppression. Her name carries attention, love, and resistance, comfort, and courage. Miriam was the sister of Moses and Aaron. She appears in scripture first as a young girl during one of the most dangerous moments in Israel's history. Pharaoh had ordered her death of Hebrew baby boys. Moses was placed in a basket in the Nile River, and it was Miriam who watched from a distance. When Pharaoh's daughter found the baby, Miriam stepped forward boldly and said, "Shall I go and get a Hebrew woman to nurse the child?" That one moment of courage changed history, because Miriam didn't watch destiny, she participated in it. After God delivered Israel from Egypt through the Red Sea, something powerful happened. Moses led the men in a song, but Miriam led the women. She took a tambourine in her hand and sang, "Sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously." This is the first recorded worship, leadership of a woman in scripture. Sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. Sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. Miriam was silent. She was prophetic. She was musical. And she was leading celebration after deliverance. But Miriam's story is not only victory, it also carries a warning. At one point, she spoke against Moses alongside Aaron. Because of this, she was struck with leprosy. For a season, she was separated outside the camp. Even leaders can face correction. Even prophets can be humbled. But what is powerful is this: Moses prayed for her healing, and after 7 days, she was restored. Her story reminds us that correction is not rejection. Now, here are some lessons from the story of Miriam. God uses women in deliverance moments. Miriam was present at Israel's most critical turning point, from infancy to Exodus. Number 2, courage can shape destiny. A bold question from a young girl preserved the life of Moses. Shall I get a Hebrew woman to care for the boy? Small obedience can shift nations. Number 3, worship is leadership. Miriam didn't just sing, she led a generation in celebration after victory. Number 4, even leaders must stay humble. Her story shows that influence must be anchored in humility, not comparison. Number 5, restoration is possible after failure. Even after discipline, Miriam was restored back into the community. God does not discard purpose easily. Now, here are some prayer points from the story of Miriam. Number 1, prayer for boldness. Lord, give me the courage like Miriam to act in faith even when situations are dangerous. Number 2, prayer for worship and intimacy. Father, let my life become a sound of worship that carries your presence. Number 3, prayer for influence and purpose. God, use me in moments that shape destiny, even if they seem small. Prayer point number 4, prayer for humility. Lord, keep my heart aligned so that influence never leads me away from obedience. Number 5, prayer for restoration. God, restore every area of my life that has been broken or corrected, and bring me back into alignment with your purpose. Miriam reminds us that leadership is not always loud authority. Sometimes it is a song, sometimes it is courage in silence, and sometimes it is standing at the edge of history and stepping into it. So if you ever feel like your voice is small, remember Miriam, because God's kingdom, even a song in the wilderness, can lead a nation into freedom.